So this is my next project. It's going to be a toilet cabinet thingy. I'm not sure what it's called, but it's going to be a cabinet to go over the toilet and have two doors in here for storage and a fold out door here as well. These two doors on the top are going to have a glued in printed image. Hopefully, that's the plan anyway. If that doesn't work out, then I'm just going to go with glass. However, I would much rather do this route. So I've already made a cut list for this cutting diagram, and according to this I could make it all out of 7 8-foot 2x4s with a lot of resawing and gluing. That's panels included, so we'll see. That's the plan anyway. I'm going to draw the legs first. So R for rectangle, and this is going to be 1.5 comma 2, enter, P for push pull, and let's give it a height of 36 inches, enter, spacebar, triple click, G for component, enter, let's zoom in here down at the bottom, T for tape measure, off of here 10 inches, enter, M for move, control brings up copy, let's set another one right back there, right click and say you are unique, you are the back leg and no longer the front leg. T for tape measure, and let's draw a guideline 5 inches off the bottom, spacebar, double click to edit this part, L for line from this intersection to this midpoint, P for push pull. Let's push it off and make a nice little taper in back. What this is going to allow me to do is butt this edge right up against the wall. This slight taper will clear the baseboard just fine. T for tape measure, let's make another guideline that is 7 inches off the ground. R for rectangle, let's draw this little brace. My dimensions say that is 10 inches left to right, so let's go 10, comma 1.5. Enter, P for push pull, let's push it from this face to that back face. Delete this, R for rectangle, this is going to be a half lap joint. There's going to be several different joints in this particular project. This is half lap. So P for push pull, let's push this in 0.75 inches, enter. Double click to repeat my last push pull, spin it around, spacebar, triple click, G for component, enter, double click this part, R for rectangle from here to here, P for push pull, double click to repeat my last push pull measurement, spacebar, double click, R for rectangle from here to here, P for push pull, double click. So now I've got a nice little half lapped piece in there, quick and easy. Let's go to the top, R for rectangle, this one's going to be a little bit taller and thinner, 0.75 comma 4, enter, P for push pull from this edge to this edge, spacebar, triple click, G for component, enter, M for move, move it along the red axis 0.25 inches, enter. So that is the entire left leg assembly. So let's copy this entire thing. M for move, control brings up copy. Set one, actually I'm going to copy it from this corner. Set one side by side, right click, and flip that entire thing along the red. That way I have a right side. Let's move it again, 20.5 inches left to right for my spacing, and R for rectangle from this corner. I need to draw a front face up here, which is 4 comma 1.5, actually 4 comma 0.75, enter, P for push pull from this face to this edge, spacebar, triple click, G for component, enter, M for move, and let's just move it along the green axis 0.25 inches. M for move, control brings up copy, and I'm going to set the other one in the back. This one's going to be flush against the wall, so it really doesn't matter. Now I can start in on the upper cabinet portion. So let's R for rectangle and make this shelf. P for push pull, let's push it 0.75 inches, enter, spacebar, triple click, G for component, enter. I'm going to make an offset on here, an overhang all the way around, but I want to leave this the same size, that way I can reference off these corners, because that's where I want the top cabinet to be. So let's go over here, R for rectangle from this point, and I'm going to draw a face frame basically. So it is 0.75 comma 1.5, enter, P for push pull, where'd it go? R for rectangle from here, 0.75 comma 1.5, enter. P for push pull, let's push this up with a height of 36.75, enter, spacebar, triple click, G for component, enter. And for move, control brings up copy. We're dragging along the green. I'm going to set one right here, right click and flip it along the green. That way when I cut my rabbit, it updates both parts. R for rectangle from here, and 0.75, 1.5, enter, P for push pull. Where is my rectangles going? Where are my rectangles going? Let's draw this rectangle again. 0.75, 1.5, enter. P for push pull from here to this edge, spacebar, triple click, G for component, enter. The top piece is going to be a little bit taller than 1.5 inches, or wider, whichever direction you're looking. This one's actually going to be 3, so 0.75, 3, enter. P for push pull, double click to repeat. Ooh, that was the wrong direction. That's okay, I can just select it and move from here to here. And while it's all selected, G for component, enter. Alright, fair enough. Let's go to the inside. R for rectangle from this corner to this corner, and this is the easiest way I know to create guidelines for a rabbit on 4 pieces. F for offset, and let's go on the outside. 0.375, enter. Spacebar, double click, delete. Single click, delete. And that left me with this nice guideline all the way around. I can edit this part, R for rectangle, from here to here. P for push pull, let's push it in. 0.25 inches, enter, and because I flipped this adjacent piece over here, it updates it in the proper orientation. Spacebar, double click this part, R for rectangle from here to here, P for push pull from this face to this face. Spacebar to get out, and let's edit this part. R for rectangle from here to here, P for push pull from this face to this face, and there we go. I can draw my little panel here. Sorry. P for push pull, let's push it this way, 0.25 inches, enter. Spacebar, triple click, G for component, enter. So now I've got a nice little framed panel for my side. Let's select all of this. M for move, control brings up copy from this corner to this corner. We drug it along the red, so we need to flip it along the red. Now I want to make these 2 pieces unique. Actually, let's do it one at a time. Make unique and make unique. That way I can draw a rabbit in the back side. Now that I know where my sides are going to be located, let's go back and edit this part and make my little overhang. P for push pull, let's push this 0.25 inches, enter. This way, 0.25 inches, enter. Spin it around this way, 0.25 inches, enter. And we can get out of there. Now I need to draw a little connecting piece left to right here with a dimension of 1.5, 0.75 inches, enter. P for push pull from this side over to this side, spacebar, triple click, G for component, enter. R for rectangle from here down to here. F for offset again. We're going to draw a rabbit that is 0.375 inches, enter. Spacebar, double click, delete, single click, delete. Now I have a nice awesome little outline here. R for rectangle from here to here. P for push pull, let's push this in, 0.25 inches, enter. Yeah, I guess that's right. It looks a little different. Alright, so let's double click this part. R for rectangle from this corner up to this corner. P for push pull, let's push it in, 0.25 inches, enter. Same thing with this side. Let's double click R for rectangle from here down to here. P for push pull from this face to this face, and I should have done this top one first. So R for rectangle over to here, P for push pull from this face to this face, and now I've got a nice little rabbit all the way around to accept my back panel from here. Zoom out, go over here, zoom in to there. P for push pull from here to there. Spacebar, triple click, G for component, enter. Spin this around. Alright, now I want a small shelf that is exactly this size. P for push pull, let's go 0.75 inches, enter. Spacebar, triple click, G for component, enter. M for move. I want this shelf to be 8 inches spacing from here to here. Alright, now I can draw my door that's going to pivot along this bottom side. So easiest thing to do is just draw this P for push pull, and actually pull it to me, 0.75 inches, enter. And I can create a little spacing by pushing it in, 0.0625, which is 1/16 of an inch. Push this down, 0.0625. Go to this other side and push it in, 0.0625, enter, spacebar, triple click, G for component, enter, M for move. Let's move this little guy in, 0.75 inches, enter. Let's just make a little pole. So let's edit this part again, alpha line, let's go to this midpoint, which is right there, and let's just say, I don't know, right there is fine. C for circle, and yep, that's fine too. Let's delete all this stuff. P for push pull. Let's push this out, 0.25 inches, enter. Just a little reference that, hey, there's going to be a pull there. It's going to pull this forward. And if I select this, Q for rotate, it's going to be opening up like so. So that's how this door is going to work. I still need to have some type of stop mechanism in here. Something to stop it. Just a little block or something. I may do a magnet. I don't know. But that's the way that is going to operate. I also want another one of these shelves, but actually, you know what? I need to put this in here first. So let's R for rectangle, put this front piece in to mirror the back piece, which is 1.5, 0.75 inches. Enter. P for push pull from this side over to here. Spacebar, triple click, G for component, enter. Now T for tape measure, and I'm going to make a vertical line that is along this midpoint right there. And R for rectangle, and it's just going to be another frame and panel. So let's go with 1.5, 0.75, enter. And I'm actually going to select all of this, and I'm going to move it along this direction, 0.0625, 1/16 of an inch. P for push pull from this face up to this edge. Now I need to push this back down 1/16 of an inch. And instead of hiding this, I can just press K, and if I move this around, you can actually see the top of this piece in there. And I can just P for push pull, push it down, 0.0625, enter. Press K again. So you can modify hidden faces without even hiding stuff by pressing the K command. Toggles your hidden lines. Very handy. I'm going to repeat the same process by pushing this up by 0.065. So K, P for push pull. Let's push this up, 0.0625, enter. Now I have a nice 1/16 of an inch spacing, top, bottom, and left. Triple click, G for component, enter. M for move, control brings up copy, and I'm going to copy another one, constraining to the red axis along to my center line here. Push it along opposite direction on the red axis, 0.0625, to get a nice little spacing again. R for rectangle from this corner, and I need to go with a height of 1.5, 0.75 thickness. P for push pull from here to there, spacebar, triple click, G for component, enter. M for move, control brings up copy, and going up to the top right here. Now I drug this along the blue, so I need to flip it along the blue. I drug this along the red, so I need to flip it along the red. And that way, when I swing around here and right click and hide all that, I can go to the back and draw my little rabbit again. This is going to be another one of those glued in panels. F for offset, go on the outside, 0.375, enter. Spacebar, double click, delete, single click, delete. And you can double click and edit this part. R for rectangle, from here to here. P for push pull, let's push in, 0.25, enter. And because I flipped these, you can see they update in the appropriate orientation. Same with this one. I can draw my little rabbit, P for push pull, from this face to this face, and the bottom should have updated like so. Yay. Select all my parts here, and I'm just going to make a group. That way they're nice and uniform. R for rectangle, go from here over to here. P for push pull, let's push this out. Whoa. Let's push this to me, 0.25, enter. spacebar, triple click, G for component, enter. Now I can spin this around and edit, unhide all. Select this frame, select this panel, and let's M for move, control brings up copy. Let's copy it from here all the way to here and then move it again. It's 1/16 of an inch. So there's my doors. They open up nice and neat. I'm going to add some strength here by just tacking on a piece of 1/4 inch plywood, 0.25 inches, enter. Spacebar, triple click, G for component, enter. That'll stop a lot of racking if that particular motion was wanting to happen. That'll prevent that. So let's add some trim molding around here to hide this ugly plywood edge that I just put on top. R for rectangle, and I need to go with let's go with 1.25 for the height, comma 1 for the width, and use my protractor here. I want to make a 30-degree chamfer, 30 degrees, alpha line, wherever this comes out to be, doesn't really matter. Let's delete that, delete my little guideline. Let's add a 1/4 inch bead down here at the bottom, so M for move, control brings up copy, set this 1.25 inches away. Alpha line, half of a quarter is 1/8, so 0.125, enter, which gives me location for a center point for this circle. Select this, delete, select that, delete, alpha line, and let's make that there. And you know what, I'm going to leave that for right now. So let's just select this, M for move, control brings up copy, and let's move this. Yeah, that looks good. Delete this line now. Take this line, M for move, control brings up copy, and let's just move it over here. This is actually going to be one piece down here. The chamfer piece is going to be a second piece, and this top piece up here is going to be a third piece. But I'm going to draw it all as one, just because it's going to be easier to wrap this around if it is one piece. So there's my profile. And alpha line, let's make a path from here to the front to this other side, and then once again to I didn't go all the way to that other side. Let's back up, select my line, delete it, alpha line from that endpoint to this endpoint to this endpoint. Alright, so let's select my path, side, front, side, follow me, there's my molding. Spacebar, triple click, G for component, enter, spin it around, and that's what we're looking like. Plywood is hidden. I've got some doors to open, and yeah, that's it. It's going to be a nice little cabinet for my wife's bathroom. And let's just select it all real quick and give it some wood appearance. So that is the construction of the cabinet. Real quick, I want to select everything and deselect these two panels, right click and hide. So now we're only working with these panels, and these are unique from one another because they are duplicates, so let's make them unique. Now to put a nice image on here, I'm actually going to try and do a printed image. I found this image on Google Images, and all I'm going to do is I've enlarged it to the appropriate size, and I've cut off this section, cropped off this section, and I've cropped off another one right next to it, named them left and right. I've already done that. Alright, so let's create a new component, or a new material rather, and open up this image. This is my right image, and you can see there's the horse. Open, and my dimensions, I'm going to uncheck this. My dimensions are about 8 inches by about 24 inches. Press OK. So there's my material, and I put it in like so. Second material, which is the left hand side. Let's say left. Open. There we go. My 8 and 24 are the same. Press OK. Left hand side, right there. So I'm hopefully going to glue these images in place with like Mod Podge or something, and then top coat it with some lacquer. But that is what I'm wanting to do. Let's edit, unhide all, and that is what it's going to look like. I would love to do the same thing on one of these side panels, but I simply cannot find an image that cooperates with me to wrap all the way around. So this is what I've come up with. This is what my wife likes, and hopefully that will be the end result.